Hello, everybody, and welcome to the show. We are back. It's FLA Exposure. This episode is brought to you by Kier McLeod Vinyl Windows and Siding, one of our great sponsors. Check them out at kmvs.ca. Thank you so much to them, and thank you so much for joining this show. Look, we're going to start to meet the fighters on FLA Exposure as we always do, leading up to FLA 24. It's Saturday, April 25th. You don't want to miss it. Go get your tickets now and get the pay-per-view at fightleagueatlantic.com. While you're there, sign up for the newsletter. And of course, this is our second show of the year. And the second one, we're going to be able to catch the replay on UFC Fight Pass. Absolutely incredible fighters on board for this one. The fights are still being announced, but one of the fights that have been announced so far is this man. He comes to us from Maple Ridge, British Columbia, by way of Abbotsford, British Columbia. He's currently 2-2 in his pro career. He's riding a 2-fight win streak. He comes all the way out east to take on Rory Gillis in a big fight with lots on the line. Look, this is the man, Derek Raw Dog Bergen. What's up, Derek?
I can't hear you now either, Tim.
You can't hear?
I can't.
All right, give us 1 sec.
I'm sorry, man. I can't hear anything either.
No worries, no worries. Just give us 1 sec. We'll see if we can figure this out. Hold on 1 sec. Do you want to try maybe like come back? Now I got to use my charades here. Let's see if we can get him to come back so he can hear us. He did not hear all the wonderful things I said about him. But look, this guy's coming out to us, man, from a new gym. I don't think we've seen anybody from his gym previously. He's coming in from Athletes Arena out in British Columbia. So very excited. Anytime we get new fighters on the card from new gyms, it's always exciting. He did tell me that he trains with some past and current UFC fighters. So this guy's training hard, man. He's a kickboxing coach and an MMA coach. He's had a long history in combat sports, and he's very excited to be here. I believe he's 31 years old and looking to make a big spot here in Fight League Atlantic. So let's see if we can get him on. In the meantime, like I said, wait, if you're watching this now you've got a few seconds. Go to fightleagueatlantic.com and sign up for the newsletter. Go do that. Derek, can you hear me now?
I can hear you now, Tim.
There you go, my man. Look, I was singing your praises. I'm very excited that you are here. Derek Bergen. Look, man, first thing I got to ask you, I kind of know the answer to this, but nicknames in MMA are a big thing. You've either got a good nickname or you've got a great nickname. I think Raw Dog is a great nickname. I want you to tell the fans of Fight League Atlantic, I need you to give us the PG explanation and then the real explanation.
Okay. So the PG explanation is when I was an amateur, I didn't used to wrap my hands under my gloves. So they told me I would raw dog the fight. So that's the PG explanation there.
All right.
The real explanation is by the time I was 26 years old, I had 5 kids. And I mean, pretty simple explanation, but that's where it came from. I got the nickname from my training partner, Adam Posner. He just one day came to me with it, and it kind of stuck.
As you were carrying 5 kids into training, and you didn't know what to do with them all.
I've definitely done that before.
Yeah, look, man. I mean, so kudos to you, man. You got a big family. You got everybody supporting you back home. And like I was saying before, I think that you may be the first athlete in Fight League Atlantic that's coming out from Athletes Arena. And so you're saying that it's a great gym. You're a coach there for both the kickboxing and the MMA. Tell us about that gym and some of the training and what's led you to this point in your career.
It's a good gym. It's out in Maple Ridge, which is about an hour away from my house. Yeah, it's mostly a jiu-jitsu gym. I'm currently the only fighter out of that gym specifically. The MMA and kickboxing program is pretty new there. It started with a coach right before me, and then when he left, I came in and took it over. And we haven't had anybody yet come through into actual fighting yet, but we got a couple of guys that are getting close to ready to hop in the cage as well.
Very, very nice, man. So then I might have made a mistake because while you're away, I know you had said that you had trained with some former and current UFC fighters. Was that in your previous places?
No, I kind of hop around gyms a lot for some of my training.
Okay.
One of the gyms that I train at is Universal MMA in North Vancouver, and they got guys coming in and out of there all the time, like high level pros, current UFC, ex-UFC fighters all over the place.
Nice. Very cool,
Yeah.
my man. And look, I know you told me that you started your career a little bit late because you were busy with your family and doing all that, 5 kids. And so now you're, at 26, you start, you're 5 years into your career. In the
Yeah.
last year, though, you fought 3 times in 2025, which is very good because you got to be active, especially when you're a new young pro. You
Yeah.
started your pro career off, though, with dropping the first 2, but now you've bounced back. You're on a 2-fight win streak. Very impressive. Tell me about
Mhm.
what's changed to lead to that success.
It's a confidence thing. Well, partially it's a confidence thing, partially it's a weight class change. The first one there, my first pro fight, it was at 155 pounds. And I cut way too much weight for that, didn't rehydrate very well. And I ended up, uh, my chin just wasn't there and got knocked out with pretty much the first punch that he threw. After that, my confidence kind of dropped a bit, and I just that was 2 fights in a row that I had lost. The first time I'd lost 2 in a row, and I wasn't sure if I was going to continue or not. And the next fight was kind of just it was a trial run at 170 to see if that helped out at all.
Okay.
And I felt great in there. I got poked in the eye early in the first round, and the ref didn't see it, didn't stop the fight. So I got beat up a bit, came back, and uh, did really well in the first. And then I made a mistake in the second and got caught in a choke. So I still felt good about my performance in that fight, and I decided to keep going, and my confidence came back up. I came into the next fight ready to go, and I know I have the cardio to go all 3 rounds, and I know I have finishing power. So wherever it goes, I'm ready to go now.
Yeah, it's very exciting, man, because I know you're a stand-up guy, but then you also love the grappling, so you're good wherever it goes. Your opponent, Rory Gillis, how much do you know about him and how much have you been studying him?
I don't do a ton of study personally. I do watch fights a little bit, like right when like before I accept the fight, I'll watch a couple of his fights. But I
Okay.
don't personally do a ton of film study. I usually leave my coaches to do that for me, and
Okay.
then they can kind of help me game plan. Uh, my opinion, I just kind of work on what I'm good at, work on getting better at the things that I'm not good at, and do my thing, and I should go in there and win. As far as what I know about Rory, I know he's a finisher as well. He's finished. I don't think he's gone the distance in his pro career yet, and yeah, he's got some power in those hands.
Not a problem for Raw Dog. Look, my man, Fight League Atlantic was doing some posts and they were doing something about Rory, and I had shared it on my story as well to kind of get people excited. And I wrote something on there saying like, man, anytime Rory touches someone, they go to sleep. Like he's got crazy power. You immediately messaged me and you're like, I can handle it. Like right
Yeah.
away, not having it. How do you feel against going up against a guy who does have some good knockout power?
Uh, I feel fine with it. I've got good head movement. I know I get tagged sometimes in my fights. A lot of my friends kind of make the joke that it's not a raw dog fight unless I get dropped and come back. So,
Yeah.
but I've been working on my hand positioning, keeping those hands up higher. Been getting better at it. My striking's a lot cleaner than it has been in the past. And at 170, I can take a lot more than I could take at 155. So, yeah, I'm
Yeah.
feeling pretty good about it.
Very cool, man. And so if you're moving into a weight class that you feel a little bit better, and that must give you also some added confidence because you're not going to have to dehydrate as much. The weight cut will be, I'm assuming, much easier for you.
Oh yeah, the weight cuts are very smooth now. I don't have to cut it nearly as much in the sauna. It's like more than half. My dieting, like I don't have to cut as much off dieting, so I'm not losing as much muscle mass. It's overall it's so much better for me. I know I'm small at the weight class. This one's at 175, So I know I'm probably going to be a bit smaller than him. I think I'm a little bit taller than he is. So like muscle mass wise, I'm going to be a little bit smaller, but I'd rather go in there feeling good and smaller than being the bigger guy and maybe not having the best chin.
Right, right. Very interesting, my man. And look, for those that don't know, both of you are firefighters. And so this is a very interesting fight because two firefighters in there, obviously going to set the cage ablaze. But look, is this the fight to determine the baddest firefighter on the planet?
Definitely. I mean, maybe the second baddest. There is Stipe out there, but
Look, he's done.
definitely,
He's done.
definitely in Canada.
It's the new breed time, my man. Look,
The
it's
new one.
Derek.
Yeah, the current.
That's right. The current baddest firefighter on the planet. Look, man, it's very exciting. Tell me about though being a firefighter. Excuse me, being a firefighter. It's very, very noble of you. How long you've been doing it, and give a shout out to your people out there.
Yeah, so I'm with the Abbotsford Fire Department. I don't do it full time right now. I'm paid on call, so I go in there whenever there's a call. I drop everything and go. But I've been doing it for 11 years now, uh, and I love it. It's my favorite thing. One day I will go full time, but I got a bunch of stuff that I'm focusing on right now. Other than that, so.
Very cool, my man. And look, so this is a very exciting fight. Obviously, Fight League Atlantic is now on UFC Fight Pass video on demand as well. So although all the Raw Dog fans are going to be tuning in on fightleagueatlantic.com on April 25th to watch FLA 24, they can then catch the replay in the future and for infinity on UFC Fight Pass. So it's very exciting for you to be on here, man. Tell me, what is the goals for you in this sport? Is your goal to go all the way?
Uh, I I'm pretty I know that I started late, right? So I know that the chances of me going into the UFC are very low, just because of my age. I'm 31 years old now, so I'm not uh I don't have like high hopes for going that far, but I want to put on exciting fights. I want to be the best that I can be and get as far as I can for as long as I decide to do this.
Yeah, man, I'm very excited for you. And look, don't sell yourself short. You look like a young man, so you've got plenty of time ahead. We just won't let Uncle Dana see that you said you're 31, and you'll be fine.
Yeah, I'll change my age on my Tapology.
There you
Give
go.
myself a couple years, right?
Exactly. That's the way to do it. Look, you're coming all the way out to the East Coast, beautiful East Coast. This is a true West versus East fight. Have you ever been out to the East Coast, and are you excited to come out here?
I've never been out there before. No, the furthest I've been east is Manitoba because I got family out there. So yeah,
Nice.
I'm super excited to come out there. I've always wanted to go out there. I've tried to convince my wife in the past to move out there, but she doesn't want to move that far. So
Yeah,
but
yeah.
yeah, it looks like a beautiful place from pictures that I've seen and stuff. So I'm
Yeah.
excited to be out there. I've got a couple extra days out there as well. So I'm
Nice.
excited to try to see the scenery and see what everything Nova Scotia's got to offer.
Dude, it's absolutely beautiful, man. I can tell you firsthand. I live in Toronto, but I go out there for all the shows, man. It is beautiful. And you're so lucky that your first FLA fight is in Pictou, Nova Scotia. It's a beautiful small town in Nova Scotia. It's just an absolutely great place. The arena, the Hector Arena, is always packed. The fans are amazing. But of course, you are going to be the away guy. And as amazing as Canadian fans are, and especially the Fight League Atlantic fans, they may boo you because you're the away guy. How do you handle that?
Oh, once I get into the cage, I don't notice anything that's going on outside of there. Uh, Booing, cheering, it doesn't really phase me too much. I have a habit of swaying the crowd my way anyway. I've gone into enemy territory plenty of times, and I always make the fans love me. So
There you go, my man. And look, I'm very excited. And I know we were talking before we got started, but Derek Clark was saying, he's very excited to see you in here. And I do hope that, you put on an incredible show at FLA 24, and then we see you back later this year. I would love to have you be a big guy here at Fight League Atlantic.
definitely, yeah, I'd love to come back for sure. I've been talking with Derek for probably about a year and a half now, trying to get myself out over there, but it's never ended up working out. finally
Okay.
this one happened, and I'm super excited for it.
Dude, it's absolutely perfect, man. And it's fireman versus fireman. So, like, you could not set up a better fight. You've got a big fight ahead of you. You're riding a 2-fight win streak. Rory Gillis, of course, is just riding off a big TKO win himself over at FLA 23. So he's making a quick turnaround to fight you. It's a very exciting fight. Before I let you go, is there any sponsors, family, and friends that you want to shout out?
Yeah, I got a few sponsors that are sponsoring me for this camp. I got Fontaine Landscaping and Snow Removal out in Chilliwack, BC. I got Denelli Designs. He's a contractor running out of Mission. I got Grey Tide Tattoo. They're in Abbotsford here. Some of the best tattoo artists locally here. And I got Justin Ott Realty, also running out of Abbotsford, one of the top realtors in the Fraser Valley.
Very cool, my man. What's your best tattoo? What's your favorite tattoo?
I actually just got a new one yesterday.
Let's see it.
Yeah, I got this here. It's this snake and a dagger, a couple roses on there. I got to do one more session on it. Got to get some color in there, and then
Yeah.
it'll be all done and ready to go.
Will it be ready for FLA 24?
Yeah.
Nice. Gonna look good with the new tattoos, man.
Yeah.
All right, my friend. Look, I'm very excited to see you again. This is Derek Raw Dog Bergen. He fights out of
Abbotsford, BC.
There it is, my man. And representing Athletes Arena. Look, I'm very excited to have you, my friend. So make sure on your socials and tell all your family and friends to be tuning in to FLA 24. It's on April 25th. You get the tickets and get the pay-per-view at fightleagueatlantic.com. My man, I will see you very, very soon. Safe travels to you. Train safe, train hard, and I'll see you for a big, big fight.
Thank you very much, Tim. See you later.
Have a good one, buddy. Take care, everybody.